Hey folks, in this video I'll be talking about the new level sensor for tank 2. It's based on the MPX 5010 here mounted on this pneumatic hose and with the leads connected to solder to wires. This one uses the output 5 volts and ground, and also heat shrunk, so robust. This pneumatic hose runs inside this 20mm PVC pipe with this bulkhead on the end. This bulkhead will be attached to the IBC, so it will be quite rigid. On the other end, well, actually, there's a fast connection. You just press these to actually release the pipe, to actually release the hose, and with a brass fitting in the end, it goes inside here, and because of the pipe's diameter it cannot go any further. In here where there's holes, two holes actually, zip tie will go and prevent this assembly to actually popping out. So this PVC pipe here has 93 centimeters, which is good enough to actually measure the level. There will be 7 centimeters from the bottom of the IBC, which is a good distance. I don't need to actually measure all the way down. I know if the water level is that low, there's definitely a problem. Well, right now all left to do is actually let the silicone actually dry a little bit right here. This was edge to actually prevent air from leaking out. So in a little while I'll be installing this and doing some measurements, making sure everything's working. Oh, by the way, the pressure sensor will go inside here, will be housed inside here, inside this little box. So here's the final assembly. The pressure sensor over there is already connected to the control panel. Everything is running. I can see on the data dashboard here the actual level the controller is measuring. So it's quite stable. It was 11 later because, well, the tip was touching the water. So if I stick the sensor all the way down to the bottom, the controller starts to pump and the level rises to 65, 64. So perfect, everything's working. Just gonna leave it there. Careful not to tip. And not to tilt, actually. Well, here I got the other sensor, the flow sensor, already connected as well. The solenoid valve, there's a hole there where this assembly will actually will fit right here on the side of the tank, but the hose will go on that hole there. I have to actually test the sensor. Since the valve isn't yet connected, I just need to wire it up to the controller. But well, this thing right here was my biggest bet. I have never dealt with this sensor. That one is I'm quite familiar, so excellent. Everything seems to be working just the way it should. Alright, Alright, quite annoying, but the flow sensor is not working. I replaced the Hall effect sensor last year when it got damaged by lightning, and I was sure back then that it was working, but it is not. Well, since I really don't need it right now and it's getting late, I'm gonna postpone the fix. Maybe order a new one, they're quite cheap. But after everything else is working, here it is, the pressure sensor inside that housing over there. Bulkhead tightly screwed. In here, well, you can see the other side of the bulkhead. PVC pipe goes all the way down. So, in case of leaks, this system will detect, and the controller will actually turn off the main pump over there. So I got a heater as well. So basically every important aspect of my automation is in place, except for the douche over there. But I'll fix it, and then we'll be basically done with the automation for this second tank. Might as well start cleaning a third tank. Right now I'm gonna leave it like this with only 300 liters. After a while I can actually transfer some water from the main tank, but for now I'll leave it like that. So thanks for watching, see you next time. A quick follow-up on the flow sensor. I took it apart. Here's the Hall effect sensor right here, and I'm powering it with 12 volts. Right now it's reading 22 millivolts, so it's near zero. When I approach this magnet, goes up. Sometimes it's not responsive, and when it goes only about 500 millivolts. And look at that, I removed the magnet and it's still outputting a high, or it's actually kind of low, because the microcontroller is not gonna able to measure that. It should be actually 12, a little bit less of 12 volts, because I'm powering it with 12 volts. So that should be near 12 volts, and it's only half a volt. So definitely a faulty Hall effect sensor. I'm just gonna bother replace it again. I'm just gonna order the entire flow sensor and screw that. Alright, so thanks for watching.